Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Footballers Live. Hope this is doing all well, everyone. We are going to be taking a look at what's going on in the world of football the past 24 hours or so. So, welcome, everyone. If you're brand new to this channel has just launched the last day or two. We are going to be focusing this around the Premier League and also a little bit about Europe and what's going on in the world. And we openly invite you to come on if you want to come on in the future or even now. And the link is pinned in the description for you to join if you want to have a chat and we'll talk all things about football. So, yeah, the link is in there. We can see the link underneath me, or it'll be in the live chat as well. And Mickey said, good luck on the new channel war kit. Thank you very much. So, yes, for people that are potentially turning in for the first time, there's a clue behind who I support, but this is obviously a channel that's more based around the Premier League. I'll try my best to be unbiased, but I can't promise us that anyways. So we're going to have a little look at the BBC Sport website today. We also take a look at if I get this up. Look at that! I'm not even prepared because I've just been live on another channel. That's very immaturely. But yeah, we're going to have a look at some of the speculation that's going around with the football gossip. Obviously, the big talking point, of course, is Man United eyeing 80 million for Gyokeres in January Thursday's gossip column. But look, I think with Man United, I was at Old Trafford just the other day. It was a breeze. Let's be honest with you. It was probably the easiest win I've ever seen. Well, not ever seen, but the easiest win I've seen against Man United over the years. Obviously, you can win the 3-0 League Cup win against them last season, and obviously down the years winning at St James's Park and stuff. But Man United are in a crisis at the minute, and they need goals, of course, creativity as well. They're not scoring enough. Obviously, I think Hoyland he's all right, but I don't think he's going to take them to the next level or get back to where they belong. But I think Gyokeres, obviously, he's worked with Ruben Amorim, of course. It's Sporting, and it would make sense. But there's a lot of talk that are out there that Man United don't even have that kind of money now because of the whole PSR situation. They can't go out and splash the cash. So we'll have to wait and see. And that's on the back of the Times with no Saka, no problem. Obviously, with Ethan Nwari, who's a real talent, is coming through the ranks at Arsenal, playing football, really, really talented player. So it looks like they're going to try and pin the hopes on him. As well, so we will have a look at that very shortly. We've got Matt in the background. I'll bring it in shortly, Matt. Also, just having a look at the Telegraph side of things, Real Madrid to test Liverpool with a £20 million offer for Alexander Arnold. Now, obviously, we talked about this yesterday. Is that Alexander Arnold is a free agent? He can talk to European clubs as of now, but if Real Madrid want to bring him early, they're saying the Telegraph saying that's going to cost them about 20 million to do so. And would Liverpool do it if they know that? For me, I think with Liverpool, I think 20 million is not that much for them. I think with other clubs, it is a lot of money. I think for me, personally, if I was a Liverpool fan, even though that he knows that he's going, you would probably want to keep him towards the end of the season and, go out with a swan song and a title in your hands. You know what I mean? I think with Arnold, Alexander Arnold, it's a tough one with them because he's a talented lad, isn't he? And of course, more against with the whole Amber wants the title of the video, isn't it? That they want to go Gyokeres. But do Man United have that kind of money in there? Back in with a shout out. Tata delighted as Arsenal go second, of course. That was the win yesterday. I think it was Brentford. Gabby New Year, obviously Martinelli and Gabriel Jesus. Quite a clever title there from the Mail. And Arsenal move on up, of course, as well. And there's a lot of it about Arsenal. We need everybody ready. Arteta's rallying call as Arsenal battle the sickness bug. And United are in the race for Viktor Gyokeres. Look, Barcelona, I don't want to touch upon this one. Barcelona's director, Deco, eagerness to sign Liverpool's Colombian winger Luis Diaz has been given a boost. The 27-year-old is unhappy that talks of not a start improved contract, and that's Sport, which is based in Spain. Now, obviously, with Barcelona, they can't even register Daniel Almo at the minute, so there's a whole carry on with them. And where's that money going to come from to get Luis Diaz? So I don't get that at all. I really don't get that link. I think that's false. I think that's clickbait. Then obviously Arsenal, and we've talked about this over on Newcastle Fans TV, that Arsenal are in the race to sign Frankfurt's Egyptian forward Omar Marmoush, was just banging in the goals left, right, centre across in the Bundesliga. So he just go past players, speed galore. So yeah, and obviously the Arsenal are obviously linked to Marcus Rashford, which a few players are. So there we go. So there is the latest in the transfer news going around the BBC Sport website. So we will bring Matt in just a moment as well. Toon Gamer, Toon Army Forever as well. So Yeah, and the whole situation, I think, with Gorkarez is like Man United do need goals, of course they do, but do they need more than that? Because I actually think that they do. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But I actually do think that they need more than just a striker. I think Man United are actually all over the place at the moment. We'll bring Matt in just a second as well. I'm just doing your screen for you, Matt, ready for you to come in. This video also. If I just go back to this is what happens when you're live. We'll bring Matt in now. Hiya, Matt. How are you?
I'm good. You all right?
Yeah, good to see your face on the channel. You're a newbie, aren't you? I don't think I've ever seen you even on NFTV either. So it's good to have you.
Yeah, I ain't confident in front of cameras normally, but I thought I'd give it a go. Like,
Why not? Man? Why
yeah,
not? Why not? Indeed. With the Gorkarez situation, what do you reckon?
it's I think he's got to learn a bit from his manager because he's obviously going to enjoy like playing the manager because of sporting, but Man United is a bit of a poison chalice at the moment
Yeah,
because
that's
there's this, that's what my opinion with it on there. Like I said, it is a poison chalice because they've had so many good players gone there, and then recently, well since Fergie went basically, and it's sorry, starting a bit.
yeah, all right.
Yes, the players gone there and that, and then they say, but if he was going to go there, I would say wait for the summer. If I was him, I'd be looking at it in the summer because Almiron may not Almiron may not last to the summer if it carries on like that. But you'd
Well,
think he should be given a chance. But yes, don't know, do you?
you never know, and especially with the form of Man United started to fall down the table. I think the question has to be pointed towards Amorim a little bit as well. Obviously, he's already admitted that he's getting it wrong, which is you might look at that and think, do you know what, fair play, because that many managers will actually publicly come out and say, do you know what, this isn't working. Let's try. And in one sense, I like that as well because he's admitting it because not many managers will. But if things don't improve, Gorkarez will look at that situation and think, well, I'm not joining a club that's got no European football because we are expecting, all of us expect Man United to start climbing the table soon.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say sooner, maybe later rather than sooner at some point during the season. But as I say, Gorkarez, if you wait to the summer, you'll have options galore because he's just banging in. I mean, his goal scoring record is just ridiculous at the minute. He's got over 40 or something already this season for club and country. He plays up top of obviously Alexander Isak. Surely he's going to look at that and think, do you know what? I don't have to join Man United there and decline. I could go to a Barca or I say Barca. They can't even register players at the minute. But do you know what I mean? Like a Bayern Munich or whatever.
See, I think Arsenal but I think he would suit their front line really well. I mean, Isak's their top striker target, as I hate to say it, but that's who they want. They can't have him, but that's who they want. But I think he would suit that front three as well with Martinelli and Saka, Havertz as well. I think he would fit into the Arsenal team perfectly. But that would be a summer one, and Arsenal may look at that might be cheaper than Isak as well.
Yeah, I think Gorkarez will be, won't he? Obviously, he's played in England, so he knows the country well. Arsenal are desperate for a striker. Every single fan that I say keeps talking about Alexander Isak. Let's get him signed. Let's get him signed. But if Gorkarez was to go Arsenal, I think that would. Yeah, you're right. I think you're spot on. I think it's cheaper, and he's. I wouldn't say he's proven in England because he's done it in championship level, but he's done it. He's scoring goals for fun. He's doing it for Sweden on the international stage as well. So I think he's now ready for that next move, whether that's January or come the summer as well. I wanted to get you to touch upon the Old Firm derby as well. Rangers beat Celtic last night, which was interesting. So obviously Rangers were struggling a little bit this season. But do you think the titles, regardless of that result, the title's going to Celtic anyway?
Yeah. It's. I mean, I was shocked at that. I will be honest. I didn't watch it because I had the darts on. But
The
when I
two
seen
no
it,
problem lads.
yeah, I thought, yeah, what was the Adobe win that like? But tonight even. But yeah, seeing the score, I was like, you what? But no, Celtic all. It's the same when Aberdeen were doing well at the start of the season. There's when's it going to start? I'm like, it's the same every time. Celtic just. And that's why people, like that argument was coming out a few years ago. Oh, should they bring the Scottish team into the Premier League? They have Welsh teams in the English division. Are they going to do that with Scotland? But I just think Celtic and Rangers, they like it like that with them two as the main two teams.
Yeah,
So
yeah. It is. I think it would be an interesting thing if Celtic were to come on Rangers. We always talk about this, don't we? To fantasize that if they
Yeah,
were coming in, even if it was like even things like the Premier League or even like the League Cup.
yeah,
Yes, Scotland would probably get one less place in Europe, but it would probably get more revenue for the clubs. Because let's be honest, it's all about revenue for Scotland.
yeah,
Because they're getting. I mean, you can finish 17th in the Premier League and get something like 3 or 4 times more than the winners of the Scottish Premier League, which is incredible. And that's why you see a lot of Celtic players and Rangers players playing for Championship sides because they can match the money, which is incredible. Davies gone out and say Celtic defo winning, Rangers have been shit. Yeah, and Toon Gamer says this is your second channel for the Toon or football in general, mate. It's for football in general, but of course there might be one or two biased opinions about Newcastle every so often. So we've got 3 channels now. Newcastle Fans TV, NFTV Extra, and the football is live. This will take a little bit of get going, but I'm determined to make it work. Also, Matt, what do you reckon the whole situation before I let you go? The whole Barcelona carry on where they can't register Dani Almo, and it's like that club's been financially, I wouldn't say ruined in the last couple of years, but how can they not register Dani Almo? Where's the money?
it's see, it's a hard one to figure out with that because they seem to always make some signings and then they have to hold. So it's almost trying to get them new signings in for the merchandise boost almost for players as well. And then they got other players that like Danny Almo. He's a quality player.
Quality, I love
He
it.
does not deserve to be sort of sat there doing on there. If he's available, someone in the Premier League could be going for him.
Oh,
I think
talented. He
it's
was brilliant last summer as well for Spain, wasn't he? So
yeah.
he's such a talented whole. Oh, sorry,
And
yeah, go on.
yeah, sorry. And that's the thing with it as well. But it's also what wages is he on? Unless these big clubs throw a ton of wages at it, and then it's harder to shift them. And that's what Man United's got at the moment. We're trying to shift some of their. They got to shift some of their dead weight because of the high wages they're on. People ain't going to want to buy them. So that's the thing. And then Barcelona, they need to get these players out, but why would they want to leave when they're on such high wages and they don't need to? So like, well, no, I ain't going to go if you ain't paying it, sort of thing. And that's why Barcelona are in that position now. But have they made a rod for their own back with that?
Yeah, it is. Matt, you're absolutely fine coming on, man. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Well done. Hopefully, I see your face over on Newcastle Fans TV a lot more as
Yeah,
well. Yeah, it was spot on, mate. Absolutely fantastic. You might have been nervous, but hey, you talk football, man. It takes your nerves away. But honestly,
yeah.
thank you very much for coming on.
Cheers, nice one.
Thanks,
Cheers.
Matt.
Ta-da.
So that was Matt, everybody. So thank you very much for Matt coming on. We'll have a look and see what you're saying in the comments as well. Is Radcliffe good or bad for Man United? Is he our Cashley? I think from the outside, it doesn't look good, does it? We were talking about this outside Old Trafford, me and Sam, the other night, and the stuff that is. I mean, you'll know more than me. You'll know more than me, Pete. But just what pops up in my head straight away is when he moved the first team where the lasses were playing the Man United women, and he's basically said on interview also that when he didn't say he didn't care, he said the priority was the men's. And then the whole thing recently with the ex players, the charity money, he's basically cutting that, I believe, or getting rid of it, or one of the two. I just don't think that's it's not great, is it? It's really not great. And he was coming, and there's this savior and what have you, and there's things that are starting to literally fall apart. It doesn't look great for Radcliffe at the minute, and I think it won't be long. From the outside, again, tell me if I'm wrong, but it won't surprise me if one or two fans start churning on him. But we'll have to wait and see on that as well. Well done, Matt. Yeah, Matt was absolutely fantastic, wasn't he? He was absolutely brilliant. Cheers, Davey. Yeah, Matt, brilliant for coming on. I'm tuned, but it's a general football show. That's why I'm asking. Yeah, it's a general football show as well. Also, we are partnered up with NordVPN as well. I use NordVPN, as a lot of you know. I travel a lot, going doing editing on the go. I like to change sometimes the location of where I am. This is fantastic if you need to travel abroad, going using public Wi-Fi. You want to have a look at NordVPN. They have up to 72% off, which is mental. That the price that they've currently given at the moment. So if you want to check that out, there's a link in the description for you to have a little look. It's something like £2.40 or something a month, somewhere in that region. Absolutely incredible. So get yourself protected via NordVPN. Okay, right. Let's have a little look at. We'll go back to the BBC website because there is a couple of newspapers that have already coming out for tomorrow. So this is Fridays. This is what you'll see in your papers tomorrow. So Rashford rejects lucrative Saudi offers. This is Friday's gossip. So this is on the back of the Mail. You can see Rashford snubs the £35 million Saudi deal, and how Chelsea have fell off the pace. The picture of Jadon Sancho there. Across on the Express, don't panic, I'll be back. That's the Rodri cry. But obviously Manchester City are the worst we've ever seen since since they've had their takeover, really. But yeah, don't panic, I'll be back. Obviously, you've got Van Gerwen at the top. Our man, Chris Dobie, of course. So good luck with him. He's been on the channel on Newcastle Fans TV a lot. Rodri, City in a critical condition. Star vows to return this season without a warning, and that's on the back of the Mirror. And then the Guardian have gone with Plymouth scrap documentary after manager's departure, which was surprising because I thought they might hang on for Wayne Rooney for at least a couple of more months before making that decision. And Rooney seems to be going into clubs that are in a lot of struggle before they already arrived, don't they? So especially I'm thinking of the Derby one situation. And again, I can't really speak for Plymouth fans, but everywhere where Rooney goes at the minute, he seems to be joining clubs that are literally struggling as well. But obviously, you've got the updates. Yeah, I will quickly rattle through some of these as well. Manchester United and England forward, as I say, Rashford has rejected 3 bids. Dortmund and PSG are also interested in Rashford. That's coming from Team Talk. I'll take that with a pinch of salt. United, obviously, Man United could sanction 3 loans in January to free up funds for £80 million per year. That'll be mental sending 3 players out on loan if they can't get rid of them to bring in Viktor Gyokeres. England defender Kyle Walker is wanted by Al Nassr, Al Ahly, and Al Ittihad. Villa are in talks with Dortmund over Donny Malen, who the Bundesliga club value of 25 million. He would be a great right winger for a lot of clubs up and down the land. Obviously, Liverpool, Man City are considering January bids for Dani Olmo. We've just talked about him with Matt after Barcelona's failed to register the Spanish midfielder because of financial situations. And Liverpool have no contact over Milan over Uruguay striker Darwin Núñez, despite claims in Italy that a 6-month loan deal could be in place. And then Ivory Coast forward Diallo is 22, is on the brink of signing a contract extension. We expect that to happen. I think a lot of fans do expect that. Nico Williams, who I rated massively even before last summer when he made it big time, is also target for Arsenal, and he only has a £48 million release clause, which is absolutely incredible. But you're going to have to pay lefty wages to get him. There's a couple of obviously news are up here. If you just want to have a look at some of the BBC, we'll change it around. We'll use Sky, we'll use BBC, we'll use One Football and what have you. We'll mix them around for checking out the news as well. This one, did you see this? Maupay disrespecting Everton again. I mean, he's one of those footballers that you absolutely despise, don't you? But when he's on your club, you find it hilarious. Obviously, he's took the mickey by quoting, saying something along the lines of, what did he say again in the tweet? He said something, when I'm sad, I think about Everton Football Club of all the games they lose. It was something along those lines. And Dyche just laughed it off, saying, I think it's fair to say there's a bigger picture of the Everton Football Club that I'm focused on. I don't have to think that I need to be too worried. Asked if there would be any disciplinary action, Dyche said, I don't think we'll be worried about that, obviously, because he's obviously out on loan currently at the moment. So incredible that your players saying that about you. And Dyche has gone out and said there's been no contact from anyone about Dominic Calvert-Lewin. So that was a funny story that was going around the web, which was quite funny. But we'll stop the screen share. We'll just come back to our live feed once more. So Rashford will go to PSG. Man United need a forward who can score goals. And who's going to pay Rashford's wages? That's a thing, isn't it? I think if he goes out on loan, I think Man United will probably be asked to pay 40-50% of the wages because he's on, like, what's he on? 300k a week or something like mad like that, isn't he? So you would have to definitely speculate into that. We'll start wrapping up, everyone. So if you can drop us a massive like, that'd be great. Footballers Live will continue. It's not going to be every day, but maybe every other day with the lives. And again, you've seen Matt come on tonight. It was absolutely fantastic. So hopefully he comes on a lot more as well. And we'll also do more videos. They're not always going to be live as well, but the lives seem to be the way forward currently because it's easier to make. Obviously it's Friday tomorrow, so I might do a video later on tomorrow night for you. And then Saturday, my focus is switching to NFTV because I've got the Spurs fixtures to get through, the videos, and then Sunday I might be free. I might be going to the development game for the lasses, but we'll wait and see. But that's it, everyone. See you very soon here on The Football is Live.